Hi all, this is a video. I don't know if you can see that. Let me zoom into that if I can. Right, that is a display port. I'm being funny, you'll understand the video in a bit. Yeah, that's a display port. That one, which we all know as well, is a HDMI port. Now, I thought that the HDMI port was the most recent industry standard port, but I believe that the HDMI port is. And then you've got your standard VGA, or you know what they call it, or D-sub I think they call it. There you go. To me, this is one of the most reliable graphics that you can depend on, because we've got one of these in our hall in a school, and I'll show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so this comes from way back over here. Way back over here, from that junction box down there, which I fitted up into a laptop, and that goes all the way to that, from that right up over the top, sorry about the video, all the way over there to that projector. Not a problem ever in 10 years. We've replaced the projector, still never a problem. Now I'll take you somewhere else. Now, different room. Now we have a revamp. So we go from here, this desk, I can judge this for you. This now goes under the ground, under the floor, up, over to that corner there, up, across, into the screen. Okay? So we judged it, and I put it at 8 meters. Perfect, spot on. So I bought a 7.5 meter, which was available at the time, and that was a HDMI cable. Now what we do in the PC, this is a different PC by the way, slightly different. The other one is what I showed you earlier. I'll show you that as well. So what you do, you buy one of these, and this is DisplayPort to HDMI. Fine. So you put this in the back of the machine, put your HDMI lead in, fed it all under the ground with the internet, everything else that we needed, all the way up through into the screen. Doesn't work. Very intermittent. Very intermittent. Occasionally it might just come on, occasionally it didn't, whatever. So on reflection, we then thought, well, we'll have to go back to D-sub or VGA. Can't, because the hole in the floor where the pipe went in, where the builders put it in, not big enough to handle a cable. Then we thought it must be something wrong setting in the BIOS, setting on the machine, setting on the screen. So it took us ages to figure out, and then I did a lot of research, and I'll show you the next one. Bear with me. Okay, second revamped lab. Look at the distance. That's nothing. It's nothing. So I allowed 4 meters. So we're coming straight from underneath here, which is even easier, down, under the floor, up, through that conduit, and in. Nope, still doesn't want to know. And these are using i7 machines, 8 gig of RAM, with just a display port on the back, so we had to get a converter. Now I found out was that a display port cable, a little bit more expensive, but will only have a maximum data capacity of 3 meters. Woohoo! Didn't know that one. So we didn't have a display port to HDMI. We had to use a converter. So I think this is partly one of the problems as well, and the distance. So the next thing was, yeah, that was it. So that didn't work. So the HDMI didn't work. We didn't have a display port out cable, but we know the distance is only 3 meters, and both of these, this is like 4 meters, the other one's 8 meters. So we thought what to do next is, like I said, try and fit the VGA. That didn't work. So we had a look round, and I found 2 older PCs, which in the back, if I can turn this, if I can see that, I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, a bit blurred. Anyway, have direct HDMI in the back. Work perfect. These are older boards. These are old Intel dual core, and as soon as we plug that in, perfect. And according to the internet, it'll do 100 feet, which is the HDMI will handle 100 feet. Now it worked perfect on this machine and the other one. We found two machines with these boards on with direct HDMI on board. So I'll do another test today on another machine, which we'll do in a bit. So conclusion is, which is this, it's HDMI, so it's DisplayPort versus HDMI port versus VGA. For reliability, if this works on the other machine, I will say, and for, what can I say, for visual effect and the quality on the screen as opposed to VGA, HDMI, yeah, definitely. But let's just make sure it works first. And next we've got this one to do, which is from here, which we're going to take up over the ceiling, across, over towards the lights. Now we've tried this with HDMI and it wasn't direct. We don't think, we did try it with a laptop. I'm going to try again, but I think it's going to be VGA. So reliability is your VGA because it works every time, but you'll lose the quality and the definition on the board. I think, I don't know if it'll take 1080p. I don't think it does properly, but when you do the HDMI, it does look a lot better. So I'll give that a go in a sec. Okay, so conclusion is not going to happen. We're going to have to stick with VGA with this one. So we're going to have to move that one from that port there back over the ceiling and back to that laptop over in the far corner. Okay, conclusion. For reliability distance, VGA, standard VGA, D-sub, whatever you want to call it. This is only what I've come across. I might be wrong. Please leave a comment down below or anything, or correct me, whatever you want to do. Secondly, for high quality and minimum distance, you're looking maybe 8 to 10 meters. The same goes for USB as well. It's very unreliable after 8 meters. And repeaters are not that good either. But that's only this is, and I've been doing it a long time, but please correct me. So you're looking at HDMI. So that's good quality, but not long distance. And then for high quality and high definition, you're looking at DisplayPort over a short distance, maximum probably 3 meters. So I hope this helps anybody else in this dilemma. And catch you in the next vid. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, like, or just share, or just leave a comment down below, that'd be great. Take care, guys and gals. And just a quick tag on as well. If you've only got a DisplayPort in your PC, which we've got 8 of these PCs, and we thought we'd look around for a motherboard that has DisplayPort on and stuff like that. No need to really. We have 2 spaces in here with PCI Express on the board. They're small form factors. So what we've done, we've ordered only one for now to give it a test, but I guarantee it'll work. And that's a VGA card. It's 33 quid off Amazon. And no, it's not a VGA card. It is a card that has HDMI on it, and D-sub and DIV as well. I think it's DIV. Anyway, so, and that's a small form factor, £33. So it's a cheap upgrade as well for a PC if you've only got DisplayPort and you want to use HDMI, which we do. It is very good, and it makes the screen resolution far crisper. So there's a conclusion for you. Sorry about that, I forgot about that bit. So that card's coming, and that's what we'll be using to upgrade our PCs from DisplayPort to HDMI. So at least we've got probably about 10 meters we can travel. Okay, thanks again for watching.